Okay, hello and welcome to BoldTrail Academy. We are in session two, week two of just the basics, just the basics. Um, Before we get started, I'm here with Steve. Steve is my goose, my co-pilot each week. I know Goose died, but we're not going there
Hey,
today. But no, so Steve runs a mega team with EXP. Has been an icon agent for how many years in a row? I lose track.
this is my fourth.
But Steve brings to the table real world production experience, and we take and apply it to Bold Trail. And so, Steve, thanks for joining me as always. Let me get into a screen share. And before we get started on week two, it's always helpful to go back and review where we came from in the previous week. You caught me here on Brent Gobe's website. So if you're wondering what's going on, this is Northern California right here, events. Um, we had this training yesterday at our PCAR. And Jeremy Larson, the interesting thing about Jeremy Larson's presentation that stands out to me, he didn't mention AI a single time.
He was very old school. He
Didn't
was
mention
very
AI a
sphere of
single time.
influence. Yeah, it was.
And really what I brought away from this is it's the little things that we do every day, the little things we do every day. It is posting on social. It is maintaining your database. It's doing open houses. All these little things we do daily add up to our end goal at the end of the day. Uh, he pointed out that there's really no magic potion. There's no magic sauce. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and all of a sudden have five escrows going if you don't put the work in. So as soon as that YouTube is live on Brent's YouTube channel, I'm going to go in and post it to the school platform. And I'm going to do a breakdown of his scripting. I thought his scripting for open houses was really good
Yeah, it was.
because, if you're going to go through the effort of doing an open house, you need to have the tools in your tool belt to be able to deal with the clients that come in. The nosy neighbor, that was the one that stood out to me. The nosy neighbor that comes in isn't just an annoyance, it's a future listing if you know how to address them. So look for that on the school platform next week because we'll be putting that out there. But don't scan the QR code because that event happened yesterday. Um, so let's get in and I want to look at a couple things. Really important, you guys, especially for new agents or agents who haven't really bought in all the way. Your agent dashboard, we now have this OKTA level of security. And so when you log into all your different platforms like BoldTrail, you're going to do it through your agent dashboard. Steve, what else is in that agent dashboard that you use often?
I use the leaderboard. I go in there and look at that just to kind of find out where we're at a leaderboard. And I like to go and there's your obviously your EXP 3.0 where I
Yeah,
spend every day. We're in that platform.
yeah, yeah. Canva is the one I use quite a bit. I'm a big Canva guy because we get it as part of our technology package. And this is the thumbnail I did for my video because I do a video every Friday. And this is the video, and you can see that thumbnail right here. So I will do a session on Canva so that I show you how to use that. But we're going to get into Canva a little bit today when we're talking about setting up your bold trail. So we're going to cover that. This is the school platform. If you're not a member of the school platform, I'll go to the member. This is the invite link, and I'm going to copy that, and it is now in the chat. So if you're not a member of school, it doesn't cost you anything to join. You do have to set up a profile. And yeah, I post my content there. We are going to be launching a premium content platform It'll be a different channel on school, but this page will still be there. And when you go through and join the school platform, the ask that I have from everybody is engage with the content. Give me a like, give me a comment, engage with this. This is the Bold Trail Academy. I want it to be interactive. I don't want it just Steve and I sitting here pontificating about real estate.
I love it. We have people start to engage. The group hit 300 strong and
Yeah,
everybody's sort of being supportive. So
yeah.
thank you, everyone.
And I owe a loaf of sourdough bread to the 300th agent. I didn't bake bread this week. I usually bake bread every week. I didn't do it this week because I was too busy
You're a slacker.
doing real estate. So, all right. So let's jump in. Let's jump in and talk about today's
And
session.
we're doing initial setups, aren't we, right now?
Yeah, we're looking at the basics. Last week we looked at we I gave you a tour of the dashboard last week. So if you missed last week's training session, you can go into the classrooms in school, and it's this one right here. Quarter one, we're just spending 13 weeks on the basics, and you can see that recording right here.
Great way to start the new year.
Yes. So go check that out. Building from last week, what's important is that you get your KV course set up so that when people go to your website, all your information's in there. So obviously I play around with the settings and get things going. I was out mountain biking at Granite Bay. This is a couple years old now, but this is a video that I shot. I posted to YouTube, and then there's a way to integrate that video onto your website. Up here, I have all of my social links integrated. And guys, if you don't have a business page on Facebook, it's probably a good idea to go and have that done. When you're out there putting your different social pages together, schedule time in your day to work on them. Don't think that you have to have it totally launched on your first try. It's something that's living, breathing, and it takes time to develop these things. Don't get bogged down by the enormity of the details. Just take little actions each day. That's kind of the theme right now, going back to what Jared said. It's those little things we can do each day that add up to success in our business. So I wish Lexi was here. Lexi got pointed out at the presentation yesterday because she's trying to do 30 open houses in 30 days.
Kind of like the 75 hard challenge.
Yeah, yeah. And so
It
she,
takes some work.
I know,
It was a really great
not only
education for a
cute, but
young agent.
I thought it was a great recognition of an agent that's like, you know what? I can do this. And it speaks into the support that we get here at the office because everyone's all in for Lexi. If you have a house that you want held open, go contact Lexi. I don't have her information in front of me, but the point is that she's she's committed to doing that, and she's gone in and she's here, obviously in the Roseville office, Brent's office, and we're supporting her in doing that. So if you're an agent out there that wants to make a commitment like that, you're in an environment with EXP. I don't care if you're in Roseville, Southern California, Canada. I know that we have agents all over the world at this point. They're joining this session. Just really connect with your office. I talked to an agent last week and had a frustrating conversation because the agent said, I don't feel like I'm supported. I said, well,
Wrong group.
what have you done? What have you done to buy in? And that's the question I have for everybody. If you don't feel like you're getting the training and support you need, you go to whoever sponsored you, go to the upline and say, look, I need more. I can't stress that enough. I was one of those guys. When we joined, it was like, where's my support? what I really ran into is there's so much support here that I feel that you could be on a Zoom call or conference call 5 days a week, twice a day.
You could. Before you go any further, we're in the beginning of the year, so I'm going to have Alex jump on the New Vision site. First, I'd like everyone to see it as a resource. You can always go back and use our site, but we're going to show you the 12-week program that's starting. We're like on week 2 or 3 right now, and everybody should consider going in it, resources and marketing. So when you go over to resource and marketing, just go down to the last tab, click that. No, go back up, please.
Where do you want me to go?
I want you to go right at the top over here, right there. Click on that.
Okay.
Now, what we're going to show you guys is this is how you use when we get this loaded up. Hopefully, our designers aren't working on it. They might be working on it right now. But the 12-week program really marries perfectly with CRM training because we're going to also train you on Sisu, and that's tracking your numbers. And part of what we're doing 4 days a week is building up your CRM. So it's very symbiotic. But we took 10 agents through this program, 3 different cycles last year. And if you'll scroll down, Alex, close to the bottom, we'll show proof of concept. And I encourage everyone, go and read this. If you want to be part of an accountability 4 days a week, literally it will light you on fire. But stop right here. These 10 agents had an average of about 30 sales last year. Now, within 3 cycles in 90 days, we tripled their production, 102 closed escrows. So this is part of what the office offers. Okay, we're offering you KV core training or BoldTrail training now, and then take that and marry it with our 12-week challenge.
Yeah. It's applying it to productivity. You gotta tie everything to productivity. You have to have a schedule. What are you doing when you wait? What time do you wake up? I wake up at 5:20. My alarm goes off at 5:20. I'm usually up before that. I go to the gym. When we're at the gym, we're listening to podcasts. We're getting our intentions set for the day so that when I do hit my desk at 7:30, 8 o'clock, whenever time that is, I know exactly what I need to do that day. I put together a custom GPT that throughout the week it schedules what you need to do within the platform so you have intention. You don't have to use BoldTrail. Whatever CRM you use is the best one. Um,
Yep.
I'm all in on BoldTrail because I'm BoldTrail Academy. Had we had 3 choices when I joined EXP, I may be with a different one, but I stick with BoldTrail because I use it daily to run my business and I know how to use it and I'm committed to using it consistently.
All
All
right,
right, let's jump back in. I don't want to go too much more on my soapbox as far as that goes. But all my social links are up here. I'm on X, LinkedIn, YouTube. My YouTube channel's blown up. I had 4 new people subscribe this week. And everyone needs to have a YouTube channel. I mean, we're in an era right now where we can all have our own TV station. I mean, back in the
that's what it
day
is.
when we
Yeah.
started in real estate, it was just like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get my word out? We have that right now. This is my YouTube channel. And these are my videos. I do a video every week. Are they great? I don't know. I don't really care. I
Well,
just
the
want to get
fact
the
are,
content out there.
Alex started, and that's what we're trying to show you guys. It's the
Yeah,
beginning of the year. BoldTrail, there's a lot to it. It's more symbiotic. It's about how you can maximize what we offer
that's right.
from accountability, 12-week challenge, and also how to use these tools so that you can every single week grow your database and
All
then
right.
use your database.
So here it is. Jump into this. You go to your name, you go to your profile.
Okay.
All right. You have all your different links to put in here. So this isn't rocket science. You come in, you do your headshot. I need to update mine. I think that headshot is probably, I don't know, at least 10 years old. Brian Barnes with Paradise Funding, I think it is. He used to do free headshots, and then someone broke into his office and stole all of his photography equipment. So he had to stop doing it. But I love Brian, and he did that for me. But this month, I think it's the 23rd, we have someone coming in to do headshots, and I have 2 tickets for that. I didn't realize that I'd registered twice. Um, your MLS ID, your NRDS ID number. If you don't have these numbers, go look them up.
It's pretty easy to
It's
find on the
pretty easy.
CAR site.
If you don't
You'll
know
find
how,
them.
just go do it. Just start Googling, how do I look this stuff up? Find them, put the information in there. Contact information. I have my cell phone, I have my office line. Um, I have the direct line, which is my smart number that I purchase. I pay $30 a month for it. I'll touch on that. I have the vanity domain, so I have my email address, my verified email address. I put my name in there. I used to put Alex Dyer in my phone number. I have Alex Dyer Realtor, but that's how your emails go out. That's how they're referred to. Preferred lender. Who has a preferred lender? Are they in your KV core? You can look them up, and if they're not in there, I have this nugget for you right here. This is how you register your preferred lender. Okay. So if your preferred lender isn't in there,
You're gonna put that in chat.
it's going in the chat right now.
Now we're gonna make a selfless pitch here. New Vision is gonna set up a net branch with success, and all the different value we can get from success is gonna be poured back into these trainings for you guys. So
Nice.
consider success, consider Pitt Miller. He's gonna bring a lot of value, but it'll help us bring you more value with training each week, doing these sort of things.
Okay. So the basic setups, you got your social media channels in here. Guys, I'm on Pinterest, but I'm not pushing my Pinterest out there. My point in saying that is that you don't have to have all your social channels out there. If you don't have an Instagram business page, if you don't have a LinkedIn
Available in
page,
these overlay. Like I
have it
said,
be one of your
bus stop,
goals
tail
to
stop,
go out there and do that. Who is that?
Yeah, everybody put
zip
yourself on
code
mute, please.
zoning, particularly important for doing your due diligence, ensuring that
Colleen
you're
Woods.
working with the correct property.
You got it.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
If you don't have these channels set up, make it a goal. Put it on your to-do list so that you do it in the future. And don't think you have to do everything right now. Schedule it into your day. Okay. I run into a lot of agents that are like, oh, I don't even know where to start. Well,
Start with your profile.
yeah, let's start with just the basics and don't think you're going to get it perfect. I'm changing my stuff all the time. About me. Um, in this day and age, if you're not using AI to be your personal digital assistant, if you haven't trained AI to be your digital assistant, we covered that last year. It's in the school platform. And you should be using AI to write your bio so that it has the right meta phrases in it, so you have a higher likelihood of showing up. With that said, start with a bio. Don't worry about what it says initially. Just get it done, and then you can always go back and improve it. Your signature. You put your signature in there with your photo. You don't have to have your photo. It's a very user-friendly interface. It's just go in there and use it. If you run into a block with it, just give me a call. I'll walk you through it. I've had 4 phone calls this last week with agents saying, I have a question about this. Mark right here, he texted me. I sent him a video on how to fix what he was doing. It took me less than 2 minutes to really address it. So I don't have a problem. We just want to see you guys use the platform and not be intimidated by it. When you get into your credentials and background, this is not as important. This is something you could develop over time. As you can see, I don't really have mine filled all the way out, but they are in there. They don't really show up on your website, uh, I guess, as transparently as you would think. Now, let's get into task creation. So when you get your website, when you get your database uploaded, you want the system to assign you tasks. You want to assign you tasks daily so that when you sit down, like today, I have 6 tasks to do that are immediate according to the task creation. Here it is. And so you can auto create. create tasks on weekends, whatever you want to do. I have mine set at 6. Um, what I'm finding right now, obviously I've used this for a long time, and I have so many inbound phone calls, texts, requests, this sort of thing that are outside of this. Like this afternoon, I have 3 different client appointments for listings this afternoon. That's a good problem to have. I don't have those in my task. But when I go to those listings, I come back to that contact within the platform and I update it to say I did this task and I'm moving them down the client journey. But go ahead.
So what I thought tasks was, I didn't realize, like, make it into your own count. I thought it was when you get a lead from whatever platform boosting, then it tells you that's your task. So you can actually go in here and create tasks for like your own.
Well, for example, let's say you wanted to remember an anniversary of something unique, anniversary of possibly the death of a client's mother or father, something sensitive where you would reach out.
Okay.
You set that task.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's more than just you.
Yeah, it can be very refined, and it should be very refined, and your task can be very wide, a very wide breadth of different, things.
The point, and I'm glad you brought this up. If you're using the platform to run your business, you're going to want to schedule those in because you don't want to double book. You don't want to double book yourself. I did that. Funny thing, last week during KV, no, I was the keynote speaker at the Thursday agent roundup last week, and I forgot to put it in my calendar, and I had all the home inspections being done at a listing that I had that day. So, luckily the home inspector, Casey Fairchild, he's like, Alex, I got you on this one. So he coordinated the whole thing for me. But going back to it, have your task creation in there. What I have found is that if you have a lead that has looked at property, it builds that follow-up, that task into your daily task creation. If you have a lead that you have contacted, but haven't contacted in 30 days, it will now put that into your task creation. So it matures over time. Again, the theme here, small things you do throughout your week add up over the year. This thing doesn't work overnight. It takes time.
Now, Alex, would you consider best practices? Let's say an agent wants to do 10 tasks a day. Recommend they go into their platform at a very similar time every day and be consistent, build the habit that you're going to go in and see and look at KB Core, BoldTrail, excuse me, every single day and complete some form of tasks. Now you're in every day and you can see. And I made a mistake because I actually didn't have some notifications on. And I had a client repeatedly communicating through the AI, talking back and forth to the bot. And I was like a couple days late seeing the communication because I just, Saturday, Sunday, Monday came along. And I thought, okay, good lesson learned. Get in there every day and do your tasks, and then you see its activities.
And really, Steve, what would have saved you from yourself on that one is if you looked at the platform first thing in the morning.
That's
when
right.
you start your day.
I agree.
Are we all doing that?
Working on it.
I know Angel does that. But yeah, look at your platform every day and see what the activity is. See what those notifications are.
Specifically your dashboard.
Your dashboard, yes. So you just go to your dashboard and see what's going on. I don't have a lot of activity going on right now. My
wife's trying to
my
find a
wife
house.
looked at the same
$1
property
million
twice.
Oh my goodness, it's getting you in trouble.
We love our house. All right, back to the point at hand. All right, this is where a lot of people just get lost. Just get lost right here. When you get into website settings, people are like, ooh, website settings.
Wait, where'd you go?
Let me go back to it.
I'm on dashboard.
And we're going to do a Q&A here in about 3 minutes. So hold your questions. And
So if I'm at my dashboard, I go to Web and IDX. Web and IDX, these are all your different settings. The thing I want to really emphasize with this is that if you do something here that you don't like, it's reversible. It's reversible. It's not set in stone. this thing is so fluid. And as you go through and make your different changes, you can go up here and view your website and see what the results are. Okay, if you don't like it, you can just go and change it back. I'm not going to get too detailed into this because it'll send me down and go into the weeds. But it brings me to the logos. And this is something that is very important, I feel, because we're all out there creating content and we have logos and all these things. We have Canva. Is everyone using Canva?
Yeah.
Canva is amazing. You can create landing pages with Canva. This is the thumbnail for my YouTube. I did it this morning. These are all screenshots I put in. But the point I want to make is that we all have these logos. So if you go to branding and you come in here and these are all the different logos. So I'm big Land and Ranch guy, right? So there's all the Land and Ranch logos that are already pre-formatted. You guys, this weekend, if you're not using Canva, take some time to go in and cruise through Canva and start creating just stuff.
Did you do a training on that?
I haven't. But I feel like I should, maybe. I should.
They
Oh,
do. Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
yeah. Oh yeah, you can YouTube it. Okay. Okay. I've done a ton with it. I think my one pro tip that I learned the hard way is that when you go in and look at the sheer volume of stuff that I've uploaded, it's just tons of it. There's my daughter graduating from college. My wife used it to do our Christmas cards. The pro tip I want to give you is organize your stuff. So down here, I have my BoldTrail material, and these are all the graphics I use for BoldTrail. This is my memory lane listing. This is landed ranch stuff. You can organize it so that you can reference it easily. I'm using Canva throughout the week, and the main point I wanted to really drive home here is that if you're doing business cards, which you all will do business cards, the business cards are in here. They're already preloaded. You just have to go in there and design them, and then you can print through Canva. I've designed t-shirts, Land and Ranch t-shirt, the black one I wear. I did it through Canva. I ordered it through Canva. It was shipped to my door. I think it was $30. It was $30. $30 for a custom printed t-shirt. And it's there for us. It's part of our technology package. I'm not saying it's free. It's part of our technology package. So if you want to do a secondary logo, go play around with Canva and come up with your secondary logo. I know a lot of us have different secondary logos. But those are your web settings. It's kind of a big topic. It's tough to really put it into 30 minutes, and we really try to keep these at 30 minutes. But those are the settings that you need to go through and just scroll through this and look at the different settings and understand what's back in here. If you need help, reach out to me. I do full setups. It's $400. I'll come in and take care of all this for you and get you going in the right direction, depending on what you want.
Okay, we're gonna close this recording down and we're gonna do a 15-minute Q&A. Hopefully we can address some questions. So put them in the chat and to go ahead and let's start the Q&A.
All right, I'm going to stop this recording.